What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. I'm still, ironing and preparing my clothes for tomorrow and talking about boxing kind of while I have the time to get ready for work. But anyway, I got a fantasy matchup. This one is Manny Pacquiao versus Edwin Valero. This is a fight that could potentially happen about 2 years ago after Manny Pacquiao defeated David Diaz for the lightweight championship in June of 2008. And so many people in so many boxing circles and forums were so excited that there's a possibility of this fight happening, of Valero versus Pacquiao, because this was going to be a huge fight. This was a fight that many fans wanted to see. It was kind of a dream match for a lot of casual and hardcore fans. So, and this is way before the mere thought of Pacquiao Mayweather ever happening. So, that's something else that's significant about this bout. A lot of people wanted to see this before Pacquiao even moved to welterweight. So, what do I think about this fight? If you look at my past videos, a lot of people seeing the very strong ill thoughts I have towards Edwin Valero, but at the end of the day, my thoughts don't matter because I'm an ordinary person just like everyone else. Pretty much. And we all know what Edwin Valero did. There's no need for me to explain it, but me, I have to pretty much take that out of my mind and analyze this from a different perspective. I had to keep my own personal thoughts out of this analysis because it has nothing to do with him in the ring. What he did outside the ring has nothing to do with what he did in the ring. So I'll pretty much not talk about his personal life. So how does this fight play out? One, this would be a very action-packed, exciting fight. And this wouldn't even be a boxing match. To be quite honest, this would be a pure fight. Because the one thought that goes through my mind when I think of this fight, this fight, is who lands first, who lands the harder blows, and who can take the most. Who could take the most punishment, and who's willing to stand up and trade, after taking punishment. This is a battle of wills. This is a battle of, I believe, two warriors. This is a battle of heart. There's a lot of things that you could say about a fight like this because you know that this would be guaranteed, possibly fight of the year. That's just my personal opinion about this fight. This pretty much sounds like, on paper, fight of the year. You have two southpaws who are willing to fight, willing to trade shots, and both have flaws, but they both improve on those flaws. So, really, when you think more about this fight, this would pretty much be a middle of the ring showdown. And I think the fighter who lands his shots first, is the winner of this bout. The fighter who can frustrate the other opponent wins this bout. That's just what I think about the fight between Pacquiao and Valero. To be quite honest, with this fight, I would go with Manny Pacquiao in this fight. I'm going to say Manny Pacquiao because I think that he'd be willing to trade shots with Valero. And Valero has proven in fights that he could take shots but give them back 10 times harder than he took them. He did, we saw his last fight against DeMarco, that cut over the eye. I'll openly say I've not seen many Valero fights, but at the same time, you have to question during his career, how will you do against fighters who are just as fast as him? Who could land shots as fast as he can? How would he handle a southpaw opponent who's just as fast as he is and I believe had better footwork? I think Manny Pacquiao has better footwork. I think he's just as fast, or maybe even a little bit faster. And also, I think he can land. I think he has the speed, and him being a southpaw, I think he has the speed to frustrate Edwin Valero with, especially with his combination punching. So I think that Manny Pacquiao will win based on that. So I didn't want to really get too deep into the fight because I didn't want to bring up personal stuff of what I thought of Valero. But I'm going to go with Manny Pacquiao by a unanimous decision because we've seen in fights Manny Pacquiao hurt opponents, but he didn't really want to hurt the opponent and kind of back down a little bit. And we saw it in the Cotto fight, and I thought he could have taken Cotto out a little bit earlier than he did, but that's just how he is. That's how he fights, and there's no problem with that, to be quite honest. Sometimes, but against the Edwin Valero, a fighter with a killer instinct, it is dangerous. But but it's unfair to talk about this fight because we never seen Valero frustrated in a fight or have trouble and adjust. We've seen him down. We never seen him have trouble and have to adjust in fights. So it's a little bit unfair, but I'm going to go with the more established fighter. I'm going to go with Manny Pacquiao. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That was The Distance. Peace.